And just in the same way, soca music and the carnival culture has taken the world by storm. We are going to chat about, one of the places in which our Caribbean culture and the carnival itself has touched, which is New York. I'm joined this morning by New York Senator Kevin Parker, and I'm also joined by Rhea Smith, who's the first VP of the West Indian American Day Association. Good morning and welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here this morning. Now, as I was alluding to, is that, the Caribbean culture has, for lack of a better term, invaded many countries as pertains to our means of celebration, with things such as Carnival. And, New York is no different. New York is one of those places with which Carnival has touched. And you're here to chat with me about that today. So thank you for being here once more. So tell us about the New York Carnival experience, or rather the West Indian American Day Carnival.
Okay. Well, this year we're celebrating 53 years. Excuse my voice. I've been partying.
Oh, that's supposed to do in
Just
this
came
season.
from Punchy Punch.
Oh, wow.
But I'm here on business. 53 years and counting.
Right.
We have, this year, we're turning partnership into championship. And with that, we are celebrating our sponsors, our ambassadors, elected officials, our artists, band leaders, many of which in Brooklyn, particularly in New York, are minority-owned business. And we really, really appreciate our minority-owned businesses because they tend to contribute to our economic impact. And, the Caribbean contribution, whether it's arts, music, cuisine, culture, and sort of thing, a lot of people don't realize what we contribute, and they just think it's just the parade. But we work year-round,
Right.
workshops, and as the previous guest said, Port of New York Carnival is really what Brooklyn is.
Right.
We have a tour. We do a cultural tour throughout Brooklyn. We have Eat Caribbean for Caribbean Heritage Month, which is June. We have community workshops, which are held for seniors and youth. And now we're going to be offering them for differently abled youth.
Wow.
And so we're looking forward to all of those things, and with support, with our wonderful
I love
elected
that
officials
focus
as
on
well.
inclusion.
Oh
as
yes,
well.
inclusion. Even with our shows, we don't do just soca. We have reggae, Afrobeats, compa, reggaeton, and all of that, because that's just what we are.
Because we're one Caribbean.
One Caribbean, that's correct.
And
that's
we bring
correct.
everybody together.
And
It's
that
all
for
about
New York
unity.
Caribbean Carnival Week, that is what we present.
And Senator, I would like to bring you into the conversation. Now, I was reading up there, and you have quite the schedule ahead of you.
Yeah,
Tell us about your experience so far.
Yeah, no, it's a busy time. So I represent, the 21st district in Brooklyn, which is Flatbush, Shanice, Flatbush, Midwood, Ditmas Park, Windsor Terrace, Park Slope.
Right.
Right now, I know many of your viewers, if they haven't been there, know people who live in that area.
Of course, yes.
Yes, I represent the largest concentration of Caribbean immigrants outside of the Caribbean in the world, including the largest number of Trinidadians outside of Trinidad.
Wow.
And so, and the parade actually terminates in my district, runs through my district and terminates in my district. And so we've been involved in this, intimately, from the logistics, but to the business aspect that you heard Rhea talking about. Last time we did an economic study, it was over $300 million worth of economic activity, and that was well over 12 years ago. We're actually looking to do a new economic study. We believe that it's somewhere between $500 million and $1 billion worth of economic activity that just comes from the parade.
Right.
It's the largest parade in North America. People don't realize that. Right. Over 2 million people at its height. We were getting about 4.5 million people coming out to the parade. It's really a spectacle and something that people have to enjoy. Something I grew up with my whole life, although I don't think I had much of appreciation for it until I really got to be an adult and had enjoyed it that way.
You're here now in the best season.
Absolutely.
Of course. And now, so your experience here, is it well, aside from, of course, enjoying it, is it to learn about and inform your carnival celebration?
Absolutely. I mean, we're always looking for best practices, and obviously the way that it's done in Trinidad is difficult to duplicate in other places, but we certainly want to give people as much of an authentic experience as possible. And I'm really obviously interested in how the city of Port of Spain handles it, how the police department handles it, right? How the Carnival Commission, awards support to various organizations that encourage all the activities, and so we have a juve, we have a parade, as you heard Rhea talk about
best practices.
Yes, best practices. Right.
Before we close off, when is it? What time of year is the West Indian American Day Carnival?
So the New York Caribbean Carnival Week begins this year, Thursday, September 3rd. It's usually around Labor Day weekend, the end of August, September, depending. And that opens with our Reggae Afrobeats Soca and Compa show. Then we go on to Friday, September 4th with our Youth Fest, which is a free concert for youth, just for them, teenagers, college-bound children, or youth, I should say. Brass Fest is that night. September 5th, we have Panorama and Junior Carnival Parade. September 6th, we have Dimashkara. So many things are very much like what we have home. And we want to make sure that people get authentic offerings. And of course, the parade on the Monday, everybody's off. Everybody comes to the parade.
A one-day parade.
One-day parade, that's correct.
All right. Well, I want to thank you. We're unfortunately out of time, but I want to thank you, New York State Senator Kevin Parker, for joining us this morning, and happy Carnival.
Yes,
I want to thank you as well, Rhea Smith, First VP, West Indian American Day Association. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
You know,